Hey YouTube, I'm back here again and I'm going to discuss something else about the flat earthers. I have put a video out. They want to explain away a bunch of shit that I said. Okay, fine. Explain away. It's justified in your mind. But I've watched quite a few of you guys' flat earth videos and I have yet to find out there's two things that I've yet to be able to explain from you flat earthers that you guys won't even talk about, won't even go there, won't even discuss. And one of them is this. And then the other thing is this. I just want you guys to explain to me what this is. And your guys' flat earther idea. I know what it is. It's Halley's Comet. And that's the crater in New Mexico from a meteorite. So explain to me how meteorites and Halley's Comet and even Hale-Bopp Comet come around. I mean, Halley's Comet come around every 76 years. What does it do? Fly on the underside part of Earth and stay there for 75 years and then come back around every once in a while? I mean, come on. Explain away comets and explain away meteorites. I want to hear you do that. Explain it away for me, flat earthers. Huh. I think our universe is a little bit bigger than a fucking dome covering us. What, did a piece of the dome fall down in New Mexico? Is that what that is? That crater? Is that from a piece of our dome falling apart? Well, then we should be able to see what's beyond the dome. There should be a big, huge hole in it. If it's just a bunch of pinholes and there's a bunch of light out there, we should have a big, huge hole in the damn thing. So anyways, guys, explain that shit away. Another issue I have with the flat earthers is how do you explain magnetism? How do you explain a compass and how it works? You can actually make one at home and it aligns with the Earth's magnetic field. How do you explain that with a flat Earth? Another thing I want to talk about with flat Earth is I've listened to your guys' theories, and apparently you think that we're rising up at a certain rate. Well, if that's the case, and there's no such thing as gravity, and gravity doesn't exist, and you're moving upwards at a constant rate to keep your feet on the floor, on the ground, then that would be the same idea as if you're traveling in a car across the street, on a road, and you're doing 55 miles an hour. Okay, if you're doing 55 miles an hour, the whole idea that you guys have is if I had a ball and I was holding a ball in my hand, I'm the force that's holding it in place in the car. And with your guys' theory, if I let go of the ball should fly back to the back window and slam into the back window. But that doesn't happen. It stays in the same place and it goes straight down. Why is that? It's because the ball is traveling at 55 miles an hour also, along with you and the vehicle. Okay? So it stays at a constant rate. And if there was no gravity, the ball should just hover in space. It should just stay there. So in theory, if we are traveling upwards at a certain rate, and we're part of that certain rate, we are traveling at the same velocity they are. Unless you had some downward force pushing on you, like air or wind or something like that to push you back down. But apparently we have a dome over top of us, so there's no air pushing down on us. It's just we're in a static environment. The only wind is created by, I don't know, some kind of a cyclone effect, I guess, around the flat plate thing. I don't fucking know how they figure wind gets, factored into this bullshit. But essentially, if you are traveling upwards with this plate and there's no downward force pulling you down like gravity, then when you jump, you should just be suspended in air because you're traveling the same speed. In fact, you shouldn't even stop. In fact, you've accelerated your speed faster than what the plate or your flat Earth is traveling upwards at. So you should actually continue to go upwards at the rate of which you increased your own speed upwards at. That's, in theory, what should happen. If there's no gravity, if there's nothing to pull you back down. Because you say there's no gravity. So if there's no gravity, you shouldn't get pulled back down. You should be able to jump and continue going up. We should be able to fly. I mean, in this theory of you guys, what you have, explain that away. Along with the meteorites and Halley's Comet that I talked about earlier. I mean, come on, people. Think about this logically. And how do you figure north and south with the magnetic thing? Is there a big chunk of magnet in the center that figures where that's north, and then there's nothing on the outside and that's south? I mean, come on, people. This is just, you guys are coming up with stupid shit to try to explain something that has already been explained, and then you want to say it's a big old huge conspiracy theory from thousands of years ago that people have perpetuated through the years. You would think somebody who's a flat earther that believes you're a flat earther, you know, and not only that, but if you're going upwards at a constant velocity and you're in a plane, you should be able to basically put your nose upwards and just keep flying all the way to the dome. All the way to the edge of the dome. And then somebody can take a picture of it. And prove to us that, you know, I mean, because 5,000 to 7,000 miles is not that fucking far. I mean, that's as far as it is from here in Oregon to Europe. There's planes that'll do it in one trip. They don't want to have to go for stop for fuel. So why don't they just point their noses up and go? You know, why does a plane lose power as it's going upwards? There's something that's got to be pulling it back down. That's gravity. I wonder how that works. Go figure. You know, in your guys' model, it's like a car traveling at 55 mile an hour, like I said. You drop that ball. In your guys' theory, that ball should go bang to the back window. But it doesn't. Because it's going the same speed as the car. So it doesn't get affected by that momentum. Now, if a ball just suddenly appeared in there and it was going 0 miles an hour, then yeah, 55 mile an hour to the back fucking window. It'd slam right into it. And then if it's a bouncy ball, it would bounce around the car for a little bit. So that is try to explain that noise. Try to explain that for me. I want to know what is the force that's keeping us on the ground other than this constant rising of our flat Earth. If it's a constant rising of our flat Earth, then we're going the same speed as our flat Earth is. So essentially, we should be able to jump and have an escape. There should be an escape velocity of fucking virtually 0. You should be able to jump and fucking fly to the fucking top of the fucking dome that we're there. You should be able to jump and do it. But you don't. You jump and you fall back down to Earth. Oh yeah, that's Earth slapping you in the fucking feet. How? How? Did Earth speed up to catch up with me? If that's the case, then everybody else should feel the fucking weight of it pushing down on them. Everybody should fucking go, oh God, fucking somebody jumped. Stop jumping, people. It fucking speeds up the Earth because, you know, I mean, fuck, come on, people. What are we thinking here? This is stupid. It just doesn't work logically. I mean, you come up with all these fucking weird models. All you guys have is drawings and stuff. There's no actual pictures of anything. Nobody can get a picture of anything. It's all just drawings and theories and thoughts. I mean, NASA's come up with pictures. They've come up with pictures from the 1960s, before fucking computers were around for computer graphics and digital enhancing. Hell, there's even a picture I put up of Halley's Comet from 1910. So, anyways, guys, like, share, and subscribe. I gotta go. Talk to you later.